Hey guys, it's Alejandro. I'm here in downtown DC. We were just streaming from the Trump rally that you can see behind me when the Juggalo march that had been at the Lincoln Memorial just kind of passed by here. It's a lot larger than the Trump rally. I gotta stay on top of this hill, otherwise I lose my connection. It's a very large crowd here. So I'm gonna stream for as long as I can. My connection tends to be kind of crappy on this area of the National Mall, so we'll see how long it holds. These guys are kind of wrapping around the Washington Monument. And I think they're heading back to the Lincoln Memorial so they can have a, continue their Dark Carnival concert, where I think ICP is actually going to be playing later. That's Insane Clown Posse, the music group, the hip hop group at the center of all this. Yeah, we got a lot of people here. This has been being, they planned this for a long time, since way before the election. There are a lot of people with face paint on. I'll see if I can get up close to them in a bit. We got a lot of running to do here to catch up. That's the main message of this march: family, not a gang. Again, that's the reason they're marching, is because this group, fans of Insane Clown Posse, have been labeled recently by the FBI as a street gang.
Watch this shit get pinched up now. Huh? Watch this shit get pinched up.
Everybody's like, oh my god, it's Shaq, walk over there.
All right. There, you got a good view. Got a all right. Yeah, looks like I'm back. And I wish I can do if my connection drops off like that. This happens. Yeah, a bunch of tourists on the side just have no idea what's going on. Imagine you're on vacation, touring DC, and this walks by you. What do you think? Got no idea what's going on.
We're not getting them.
Yeah, that's something I've already been hearing over and over again since I got here. You know, we're not gang members, we're not gang members. That's the reason they're marching today, is to, you know, send their message to the world that they're not a criminal street gang like the FBI has labeled them. Again, if you're not familiar with who Juggalos are, or what Insane Clown Posse is, you know, it's... yeah, look it up real quick. We've explained it in previous videos, but, you know, simply put, Juggalos are fans of this hip-hop group named, you know, called Insane Clown Posse. They've been around for decades. And they're characterized by, you know, the wearing face paint, so they resemble, you know, clowns with black and white face paint. They have a whole history behind them, you know, kind of a whole story behind them. But the main message going on here is that they're not a gang. That's why they're walking.
Pop the top now.
I'm not for it, I'm Alejandro.
Bobby, where are you at, man? I am too.
So earlier, Ford and I were streaming from the mother of all rallies, the Moore rally on the National Mall. They just passed by that, and it was still going on. Actually, I only saw it from a distance, but I overheard the speakers on the stage talking about, I don't know what it was exactly, but somebody get off the stage, we don't want you to be here, or something like that. I don't know what caused that, but I heard it from a distance. Ford and I left that area about an hour ago. As far as Antifa goes, actually most of the Antifa are here with this march. There was one brief incident with a member of Antifa that we're putting together a video of real quick, where this is at the Trump rally, where one member of Antifa briefly got into a bit of a shoving match with one of the Trump supporters. No incident, no arrest, you know, just a little brief moment of tension. Other than that, things went smoothly. Yeah, whoop whoop. That's their battle cry. There's a sign in front of me that says, "You are too busy judging us to see our love." I'm waiting for a Magnets reference. I haven't seen one yet. There's a lot of people here. This is far bigger than the Trump rally that's going on right now. I'd say at least, probably about 1,000. It's long enough that I still can't see the end wrapping around the end of that street over there. And they're starting to file into or past the World War II memorial. You got an armored car over there? No. That's a personnel carrier. I think it's the National Guard. Or something. Yeah, military police. I saw a photo of that earlier today. That's just kind of stationed here, just in case. I do want to stress that I think there's a bit of a misconception out there that this is a anti-Trump protest. Some of the people who are here might very well be anti-Trump, but this is, you know, this has nothing to do with that's got nothing to do with the pro-Trump rally that's happening on the other side of the National Mall right now. This is being held because of the FBI's classification of Juggalos as a gang.
Not a gang.
Not a gang?
Not a gang.
Not a gang. You say to the camera, not a gang?
Not a gang. We're family.
There you go. And that's the main message of this march.
Hey, you want to hear something real? You want to hear something real? 9 years with a woman. She left me for my coworker, all right? But you know who never left me? My Juggalos. Every one of them ninjas is taking care of me in my time of need, till I can give back to them. That's why I have the family. It's because when I'm down and out, ninjas got my back. I got a whole family full of people to take care of me. Because I take care of them. That's family. Straight up.
And that's something I've heard from a lot of people, you know, that they're here and they have a sense of family in this group, and that they see themselves as inherently non-violent, which is why they're taking issue with the FBI's you know, classification of them.
Keep it moving, let's go.
That's a word I've heard being tossed around a lot, you know, family. Take a look at some of the signs that are passing by, if you can see them, and you know, you'll get that message as well.
There's nothing to hate but hate itself, baby. Okay. Stop trying to fuck.
So what that gentleman, you know, just said on camera, I've heard similar stories. You know, the people were sharing online in the Juggalo March groups. Some people said that they had been fired under mysterious circumstances after the FBI, you know, released their report calling these people, you know, claiming that they're gangs, part of a gang. Excuse me. So this is the World War II memorial, and they're marching by it. They haven't deviated. They're marching on the same route that they had, you know, posted months ago, which I think takes them back to the Lincoln Memorial where they started. I think somebody had said that ICP was going to play at the White House. I don't know how true that is, but I know they're here.
What, were you behind him? Yeah, we were originally behind him. I kept trying to say thank you. And I kind of like a quick minute. Pushed back. Forced my way to Shaggy. And now somehow
I love you, Pip. I love you. Love you, Pip.
Okay. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of walking today. On the way here from the coffee shop that Ford and I had sat down in, I passed like two other different groups that have been doing their own rallies at the same time, and that's not including the Trump one or this one. I know there was a march against cancer, I think, as well, and there was also some kind of Latin American country was having some sort of rally as well, you know, dancing in the street. I think it was their Independence Day. Couldn't recognize the flag. But there's a lot going on in DC today. I mean, basically everything around the mall is closed off right now to vehicle traffic. Yeah, so when I started streaming, that was the closest they got to the Moore rally. And that was like, I mean, probably still like a quarter to half mile away. That's as close as they got. They're getting further now. I don't think that's gonna happen again unless these guys go on an unexpected march later. You know, Ford and I have been talking about this a lot today. I think a lot of people had it in their mind that there was going to be some sort of street war between the Moore rally and the Juggalo March. They got nothing to do with each other. They're both occurring, you know, it's more coincidental that they're happening at the same time and in a similar place. The Juggalo March was being organized, you know, far before the Moore rally. And I think people are riding off of a, sort of a narrative that came from Charlottesville that a lot of protests turned violent. And, you know, keep in mind that violent protests are still relatively few and far between. These two groups, unlike what happened in Charlottesville, these two groups didn't want anything to do with each other. Both rally organizers came out and said that they didn't want any sort of interaction between the two groups, and it looks like that's come true today. There really hasn't been much interaction. Sorry. Let's see if I can jump the fence here. Oh, okay.
Good morning, Vietnam. Welcome back to more sea rations and the Juggalos.
Yeah, so that's the reflecting pool. We're on the approach back to the Lincoln Memorial. Yeah, there's been a lot of whoop whoop going on in the last, since I got here. I'm going to zoom in here and hope the quality is good enough for you guys to see the end of the march. It's still wrapping around the corner. So I'm going to read out some of the signs that I can see if you guys can't make them out. The FBI is a gang. The CIA and FBI are institutions of oppression. I have a college student, a teacher, and a juggalo. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think there was a group of Antifa somewhere in this march, but I haven't seen them. I saw a photo of them on Twitter. I think that many. I see them all, I'll point them out, but I haven't yet. My sign is better. I don't even own a hatchet. Juggalo rights matter. Don't shoot, I'm just a music fan with a really big family. These are all signs that are passing by me right now. Somebody has a, that's funny. Somebody has a penny. See, get a close shot of that. It's a penny made out to be a juggalo.
Not two, but three. But yeah, it's like a lot of. Just do something, man. Just do something.
You put me on the spot, bro. No, dude, it's been an incredible fucking day, dude. Nothing but positivity from everyone I've ran into.
Hey, why the fuck are we so quiet? Family! 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 Family!
Let families serve, fight the power. Juggalos are not a gang. Clown lives matter. I'm a Juggalo, not a gang member. We got the Hatchet Man flag.
Insane clown posse for president. Really?
I'd vote for them.
I would vote for him.
I think some of these guys have made it a point to whoop whoop at every camera they pass by. Most of you can't even juggle. Oh, grab America by the posse. Alright, I'm gonna start moving forward again. So these guys have been around for a long time. I remember, I think when I was like in like high school or middle school, hearing about ICP. This is not a new movement or anything. I'm not that familiar with ICP, you know, music-wise, but I think they've been putting out records for a while. Yeah, no, there's a lot of people here. There's no underestimating that. I still can't see the end of the march, and I've been filming pretty much in the same spot for a while. These guys have been rallying here at the Lincoln Memorial for pretty much all afternoon now. They did have speakers on before. We do have a live stream of all of that, filmed by Rachel Scheinman, that you can watch. We have it on our page. So you want to go back and see, you know, listen from people who are involved in this, what they're about. You can definitely do that. There's a guy I've been watching that he's been trying to get a high five from everybody passing him. He hasn't had a single one. I feel bad for him. So my plan is, you know, I just kind of ran to join this march from the spot where Ford and I were doing editing. My plan is to stream for as long as I can here. I do want to note that I'm heading into a bit of a crappy reception area. So again, you know, how long this feed stays up is up to the powers that be. But if they, you know, start speaking again at the end, have another rally, I'll definitely try to film that. Again, my name is Alejandro Alvarez. I actually haven't done a live broadcast on our page in a while. Ford's been doing most of them. We've been out most of the day covering the more pro-Trump rally, and now, thankfully, we've had time to catch up with this one. Somebody passed me saying they need a shower. It's been unusually hot out here today. WTF FBI. Again, I'm just reading signs out as I see them. Veteran Juggalos matter. I see somebody dressed as a Statue of Liberty and also in clown face paint. gonna do some running. We got more whoops. The whoops are happening here out in DC on this fine evening. Something about peace, love, Juggalos, but we're not the same and we're not a gang. Don't act like you can. That's where you can read. If we work hard, we work hard, we clown hard.
This way to the clown orgy. This way to the clown orgy. Everybody wash up. It's gonna be fun.
Why wash up for
This way to the clown orgy. You got some little Juggalos here. It's actually the first kids I've seen here so far. Juggalos shall inherit the earth. What else do I see? Yeah. Psychopathic Records is the record label that ICP is part of / founded. I see they have a stage set up in front of the reflecting pool. We're almost at the Lincoln Memorial now. I organize my schedule, not a crime. Family saved their life, not a gang.
You guys lock the doors before you get there.
I was told there was cake. No, I got one slice.
Somebody just said, I was told there was cake. Jump the fence here. And we're back in. Alright, so I'm gonna try to take a vantage point up here. Hope you guys can still hear me loud and clear. They're back at the Lincoln Memorial here now. That's it.
You have to look at
See if I can move down here. A lot of people seem tired. It's about a 2 or 3 mile walk they did, I think. Somebody next to me is selling signed Juggalo prints. Magnets, how do they work? Let's even get a shot of that sign. Best sign I've seen so far. Yeah, the stream is totally cursed right now. I see cutting out every 2 seconds. If I come up here, it's a bit better. Anyway, I think this is kind of wrapping up now. I do think they're expecting they're going to have more performances than they've been having. I think ICP is going to be performing later. Yeah, you know, freezing, I really wish there was something I could do about that, but there isn't. But hey, Ford and I do live stream like this all the time, regardless of, or at least we try to, despite the cell networks being crappy 99% of the time. But we do have a Patreon open. You know, we do have a live view set up, for example, is something we'd look into if we had more funding. So if you guys want to pitch in, you like our stuff, go ahead. You can find that on our Facebook page. We're always appreciative of any sort of funding we can get from our viewers. Yeah, well, it's that area specifically that I can't go into, otherwise I'll lose my connection. I think I'm on now, right? Yeah. I do see some people leaving. I think the march that just happened was the main event of today, of the Juggalo march, I mean. This whole event is called the Juggalo March on Washington, but they really only marched for about an hour and a half. They've been here since, I think, 1 o'clock, give or take a bit. They've been having speakers, performances. All right, I'm going to see if I can make another run in there. If I cut out, you know, I apologize.
Also what you won't remember, like the power food, trying to put this shit on the square and the last shit on the roof. Like a double fool, still another being here. But the party must be over, every man got his bar. Cause I'm waking up and running, I go back in my car. When you get home from the team, you find the TV in your yard. In the morning, everybody on. If it comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bag, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bar, if it comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bag, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. Make some noise for DJ Strategy, y'all. Fire food, stick in, sure know how to rock. Go ahead and call me daddy, cause I'm a new kid on this block. On hall for rights. Hear they playing when I say it, it's my nature that I'm naughty. And nature, purpose, stuff that even has been played. Oh, Buddha making up your stuff on, everyone is played. Rocky playing this fucking music, cause I'm a cool holding white. Well, now I'm pushing like a junkie, now this real like just a zero. Gotta stop and get retarded. Now we ain't gonna quit, time to switch it up a bit. Another sip, another hit, another rip. I'm feeling funny from a tail and robo trip. So with the stripper's body shot, don't let that so kill good. Wrap 'em up, get the bomb going and start to get. Comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bag, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bag, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. If it comes to the bar, let me hit it, let me hit it. Taking its toll. Up my teeth, it would kill your soul. Never ever fear me. On the bus, no one ever sit next to me. And in the lunchroom, no one ever was nice to see. All alone, to the hall, to the end, till I find a bell rang. It was making me trip. The minute drop against the way we chose to live. I hear something never ever cared to kiss. And while all of a sudden, another figure she can back. What you thought of me, can't really care less. Never cared about the best on your rules. Stop the sinners, the jumps off fools. I live my own way and I do my own path. Where is it? I'm the one who laughs last. Maybe it was a couple years of when I was fast. Maybe try to ride someone who can dance. Most of that was freaking learning, not just giving. The street underground is the way that we're living. The one that corner is the one that you fall. When you never think it look like the land is cold. Here we stay with the brave and the bold. Always boy, no we always stay cool. I'm on the road and we're out of control. 360 days of door taking its toll. Up my teeth and we kill yourself. Never ever fear me. I'm on the road and we're out of control. 360 days of door taking its toll. Up my teeth and we kill yourself. Never ever fear me.
So I had to back away for a second. They're actually, so there's a bit of a mosh pit going on in there. They're throwing Faygo. Faygo is the niche soft drink that the Juggalos have adopted as theirs for some reason. Unfortunately, the camera is not Faygo proof. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can mount my phone on top of the pole that I have. So maybe we can get you guys an elevated shot. If you just bear with me for 30 seconds here. Okay. All right. And I'd seen somebody tweet about that before. They're actually throwing, it's a red colored Faygo flavor. So they're throwing soft drinks. They're chanting, "We are not a gang now." It kind of feels like, honestly, more of a concert than an actual protest. That's kind of the point. you know, a lot of signs that I've seen say "We are music fans, not gang, not a gang." So I guess, you know, that's their way of expressing that is by having a concert protest hybrid. Okay.
Family, thank you for marching with us. Thank you to the Wolfpack for killing it. Right about now, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Minister of Information from Psychopathic Records. Show some love for Jay Webb. Get on up here, family. Woo woo! Woo woo woo! Brothers and sisters, how are ya? I've got a very, very quick message from somebody who could not be here today. Mr. Michael Steinberg, the legal director of the ACLU of Michigan, wanted to be here today, but he could not due to scheduling conflicts. However, I have a statement. And you know that somewhere in the country, fans of the Washington football team commit crimes while wearing a cap or a t-shirt with that offensive mascot. But did the FBI designate fans of the Washington football team as a gang? No! Do the police stop fans of the Washington football team just because they have a bumper sticker with the team's mascot on it? No! Do people get fired because they are fans of the Washington football team? No! Do the police photograph and fingerprint fans of the Washington football team because they are wearing clothing with the team's mascot? No! So why does law enforcement treat Juggalos differently from fans of the Washington football team? I suspect it's because you Juggalos are nonconformists. You are true originals. You are not accepted in polite society, and you are misunderstood. But as an ACLU lawyer, let me tell you this right now. The government does not have to like your taste in music. It does not have to like how you dress, your tattoos, or how you greet each other with a whoop whoop. It does not have to like how you bond together, gather together, and rely on each other as you would a family.